Lord of the Universe returns. Rath Yatra of Lord Jagannath, the periodic event of every year, has begun. The Lord of the Universe, along with Lord Balabhadra and Goddess Subhadra, are away from their abode Sri Mandir on a 9-day visit to Gundicha Mandir. Devotees from across faith, belief, religion have thronged the Grand Road of Puri, connecting Sri Mandir to Gundicha Mandir for darshan and worship of the living deities traveling on the grand chariots. The divine pathway has transformed to a place of bhajan, sankirtan and devotion. At Gundicha Mandir, the living deities are worshipped on Adapa Mandap or Janma Bedi. The birthplace of Lord Jagannath is Lord Krishna of Kali Yuga. It is believed that during these 9 days of Rath Yatra, Lord Jagannath, Lord Balabhadra, and Goddess Subhadra visit Gopapura, the abode of Lord Krishna in Dwapar Rayug. Devotees consider Gundicha Mandir complex as Gopapura, the beloved place of Lord Krishna, or the Adapa Mandap Darshan is considered sanctimonious. Devotees throng to Gundicha Mandir on these days, more so on 8th day called Sandhya Darshan on the last evening when the deities are on Adapa Mandap. On 9th day, the deities commence Bahuda Jatra, the return journey to Sri Mandir. Since many years, I have been blessed to visit Puri during Rath Jatra festival, where one of the largest human congregations on the earth takes place, to have a glimpse of Lord Jagannath. Witnessing Lord of the Universe on his way to climb the chariot, pulling the chariot on the divine path, are experiences beyond expressive ability of a common man like me. Devotees with folded hands over their head, tears rolling down the cheeks, and chanting of Lord Jagannath all round get you to a different level of existence for that time. Everyone looks contented as if all desires of this life are fulfilled. Only desire left is to join the devotees again next year to pull the chariot with divine spirit. Lord listens, grants blessings to meet again. In 2016, I could not reach Puri on the day of Rath Yatra as I was tied to official work in Delhi. Finally, I could manage to Bhubaneswar on the day of Bahuda Jatra. After reaching Bhubaneswar airport, I came to know that all three deities have boarded respective chariots. All rituals prior to pulling off chariots have been completed and pulling of chariot is about to commence. I thought pulling of chariots may not be possible as it would take 1.5 hours by road to reach Puri outskirts and then another 1 hour to reach near the chariots due to vehicular restrictions. I was little upset being delayed due to late arrival of flight. It was already 2 p.m. and chariot pulling was scheduled at 2 p.m. Anyway, I had no choice but to pray Lord and board the vehicle to Puri. While on the move, I received a call from a friend who was aware of my journey to Puri for Bahuda Jatra. He informed that Lord Balabhadra and Goddess Subhadra have started on their respective chariots. As in practice, Lord Balabhadra's chariot moves in the lead, followed by Goddess Subhadra and Lord Jagannath. I apprised him of late arrival of flight and my fervour to reach Puri and pull Lord's chariot Nandi Ghosha. After some time, another call received from my friend. He asked me to stop the vehicle at the traffic diversion point in the outskirts of Puri and look for a particular vehicle near the IOC fuel outlet. As I approached the point, I noticed one security personnel with a special pass vehicle in waiting. Immediately, I changed vehicle and do not remember anything except reaching close to the chariot of Lord Jagannath. The person escorted me to the front of the chariot, and I closed my eyes with folded hands. I heard sound of Lord chariot moving and chanting of Joy Jagannath. I looked at my watch. It was 3 p.m. I was in front of Lord in just 1 hour. A journey of 3 hours on this festive day. I remained with the crowd, pulling the chariot all the way. Similar protocol and rituals are followed on the day of Rath Yatra and on Bahuda Yatra. On the way back, Lord Jagannath stops near the king's palace, near the where goddess Mahalakshmi comes out of the temple in a decorated palanquin to greet her husband, the Lord of the universe. The divine couple share a look, and this celestial meeting between goddess Mahalakshmi and Jagannath is commonly known as Lakshmi Narayana Bheta. Thereafter, chariot of Lord Jagannath is pulled to the main gate of Sri Mandir and positioned alongside chariots of Balabhadra and goddess Subhadra. Thousands of devotees gather to welcome the deities on return from visit to their uh, birthplace. Every ritual followed in Lord Jagannath temple has a deep meaning and message for the humanity, society and family. The deities remain on the chariot next day on 11th day of the bright fortnight. Suna Besha or golden attire is performed in the evening. All three deities are decorated with gold jewelry. Hundreds of thousands of devotees visit Puri on this day to witness Suna Besha with great devotion. Creator and his creation share their best for each other. Like humans, Lord is happy visiting places and meeting people. Devotees are delighted to have a close darshan of their beloved and touch the chariots. The next day too, the deities remain on the chariot for darshan of devotees. A ritual called Adhara Pana, sweet drink made of milk, neem, cream, banana and other ingredients is performed in cylindrical earthen pots to the deities on chariots. It is believed that Adhara Pana is offered to invisible spirits for their salvation. Finally, on the 12th day, the deities proceed to their abode, the Rama Samhasan, with fanfare and fun. Niladri Bija, as it is known, is the most significant ritual of Rath Yatra festival of Lord Jagannath. After staying away from home for 12 days, the deities return to Sri Mandir. Lord Jagannath, accused of ignoring goddess Mahalakshmi for not taking her along, faces the ire. However, he maintains calm and wins over his wife by presenting Rasgulla to her, the sweetest of traditional sweets. Bahuda Jatra or return journey of Lord commences on 9th day and culminates on Niladri Bija, the 12th day of Rath festival, with much fun and fanfare over 4 days in front of the temple. Lord of Universe is universal, so is Rath Yatra, the divine movement to spread universal brotherhood, peaceful coexistence and family bonding. Bikash Kanungo, Group Captain, veteran of IAF. Website cloning complaint, Calcutta. Of our special correspondent. A confectionery in Bengal has alleged that someone created a fake website in their name and had been collecting money ordering franchises. Police arrested 3 persons, including one from Bihar, for the alleged fraud. Officers seized 42 ATM cards and a large number of bank passbooks. Several places were raided in Bihar and Calcutta. One accused, Prince Raj, was arrested in Bihar. 2 others, Dharmendra Ram and Nitish Kumar, were arrested from Italy, said an officer. The police said this was a case of website cloning where a company's site is replicated with a slight change in the URL. Now it is my advice that please stay away from calls of digital marketing companies. They also contact me for website design service, but I avoid them. So I should always recommend do not go after those proposals of telecallers of digital marketing companies. Thank you. War over soup. History and territory are not only the only things Russia and Ukraine are fighting over. Last week, UNESCO added the Ukrainian preparation of the beetroot borscht soup, whose variations are popular across Eastern Europe, to its list of endangered cultural heritage. Moscow promptly saw red. The UN agency said it had expedited the decision process because of Russia's war against its smaller neighbor and the threat that it posed to the tradition of making borscht in Ukraine. While Kiev celebrated the move, Russia's foreign ministry spokesman described it as xenophobia, battles over food, drinks, and culture, from claims of their origin to assertions over who is best at them, between nations are hardly new. Yet it is rare for the UN and its agencies to openly take sides in such a manner. The list that Ukraine's preparation of borscht was added to it is meant to highlight threatened cultural traditions in the hope of channeling support for their preservation. At that time, when Ukraine is under attack, its heritage, from its museums to historical architecture, is indeed under direct threat. Many churches have been bombed. It is vital that UNESCO works with local groups and